Hello! A bit of a spoiler intro. We're in front of the village. I just wanted to address the audio balancing, which is a bit, especially in combat, a bit off. Some sound effects are just much louder than everything else. It's still a problem for part 2, especially since we explore this entire region. There's a lot of combat. It will be adjusted for part 3. Other than that, hello, friends and strangers, and welcome back to Hell Is Us. Okay, Abbey, not a safe place. Probably. Also interesting that these are these are just normal tanks. This game definitely has an interesting aesthetic with so far we have seen a lot of nature, then we have some definitely reminiscing of World War One and Two aesthetics with some of the trenches. We have tanks, but then we have this freaking drone. We have the weird entities. Difficulty settings. Should the combat prove too easy or difficult, various aspects of enemy power can be customized in settings gameplay. Various. Combat difficulty, merciless. Yeah, that's what I kind of said. Enemy health is 120%, enemy base damage is 150%, enemy aggressiveness mode is more. Will attack more often. Death penalty is off. When the player has defeated all enemies killed since the last save point will be reset, along with the XP and shards gathered from them. Huh. That would be proper soulslike mode, but even on highest difficulty, that is off. I'm going to now just take the game and make the executive decision of the game tells me that this is what the basic version of the highest difficulty is, so I will just take it. But that is an interesting decision. And that's it. Okay, but we can just crank up the damage or the health more if we think things are too easy. We can maybe put this in at some point. I don't know. The fact that it is off is something that's just I think there's one good reason why this is off, and that actually is why I'm also going to leave it off. This is a game with now just at the last area we have multiple doors to come back to. This is a game about figuring out stuff in the environment. There is no maps. Figure stuff out yourself, explore around and whatnot, and I'm gonna be honest, if absolutely every enemy respawns all the time, I think completing a lot of these side riddles might be a chore. Because the enemies will not leave you alone. Just to the camp. Up there, it wasn't difficult or anything, but still there's 10 enemies there, and it's if I want to go back to that door, if they respawn, I have to literally do them all again. That's just unnecessary at this point. It's it's not they're difficult. It's not they're standing in the way. They're just potentially a time sponge. So, expecting that, especially with how big this area looks, that is why I'm gonna leave that off. I'm gonna just say no. Exploration is probably the focus of this, and therefore we're gonna make it not tedious. Forward, Village of Jova. Right, Patham Abbey. Why do I have the feeling that I can't just enter the village? Actually, that village seems to be mostly okay. There's a broken house, but there's lights, so maybe we can just go in there? And the abbey is... I want it. Okay, fine. I'm gonna go towards the weird, wacky spike ball. I'm going to guess we cannot swim, because this is a soulslike. So we'll probably just die. But we have to get over there sometimes. Can we potentially use the boat? That is a lot of them. Can lock onto them, but not to the ball. Maybe it's not an enemy. Maybe it's too far away. Note: Sole Survivor. A note recounting the grim fate of a tank crew found on a fallen civilian soldier in Acasa Marshes. This isn't how I imagined the end. Bleeding out in a fucking swamp. Damn it smells like shit. Those fucking fanatics. Out of nowhere, one of them runs right up to the tank carrying some kind of shaped charge termite bullshit. Blasted right through the hull and took out the entire crew. Pretty much vaporized himself too, desperate. I don't know, this is so much cursing. No idea how I survived, doesn't matter though, does it? If anyone finds this, make sure they all pay. It's interesting though that they are desperate enough to do that, or maybe they're not desperate, maybe that was just something that they're willing to do in general. Are you gonna get up? No? No. I don't believe you. Okay, it's very much just an empty area so far. Okay, maybe there isn't as much to explore as I expected. Oh, what the hell is... What the frick is that? I would like an enemy, like databank, codex, whatever, to look at stuff. What the like, it has like a, I don't know, like a blade, but with like cloth on it somewhat that looks like it could also become some kind of wing. Very interesting. There's not many things around, actually. So we kind of have to go to the village. That's fine. It will open up later, probably. Yeah, we can't. I thought I saw something, but okay, no. There's another one like that. No, that's even a little different. You seem to have it on both arms? Yeah, it's like it's wings. Or something else. God damn it. it is like its wings. Very interesting. You're gonna wake up. Or not. Forward charge! Use mechanic tab, lock on required, no. It's a module for the drone. So interesting how a move does not require a lock on. Unit propels the user towards a target, resulting in high velocity impact force to all limbic entity in its trajectory. Oh, I expected the drone would, like, charge and ram enemies. Oh. Okay, I'm just looking at these. They don't seem to have directly any kind of abilities, so yeah, it's just camouflage. Normal camo. Huh. That is not what I expected that to be. I'm guessing we can't use that to cross over the water. But yeah. Now we can go to that thing. Yay! I'm not sure if we should. Well, onwards in the other direction first. Ew. You can't jump. That's always great. Are you an even different one? The town of Jowa welcomes you, proud Northern Umbrahan. We've heard that before, actually. In the tower, it was like there was one. I think it was the prison guard note that detailed of like where people came from, and it didn't matter. They're all just sinners. So yeah, great. Also that eye symbol with the dots in the middle again. But yeah, what are you? No, that. And you missed me. Now we can have a better look at you. Your legs are like together and the back side of them is... Huh. Interesting creature design. Not bad, not weird, interesting. And we can't really go anywhere here. Actually, we can go up. We can also go down onto that island, which I kinda want to. And that just tells us the same thing again. Yep. You're a haze. I don't see your Hollow Walker. Oh. Advanced medkit. Still small. Oh, and this way we can go to another island with a big stone pillar that has a fingerprint hole in it. Kind of like the holes on the Hollow Walkers, so that's gonna be interesting. And we can't go past here. So, do we do this island first and then the other island there? I think that's how I'm going to tackle this. Just because we're already over here, so why not? There is someone back there. And these are ON peacekeepers that are dead. That's wonderful. Great. Yay. Can we, like, find people alive? Actually, we haven't tested it. It did damage, and it just... okay. Ow, you hurt. And I did... oh, you can... oh. Okay. Still, I'm not doing the combat efficiently or super well. And I still do not struggle. Maybe we do actually tweak the difficulty a little. For now, I'm gonna leave it as it is. I'm gonna... I don't know. The next time I sit down to record this, I'm just gonna have a random intuition and be like, yes, we do, or no, we definitely do not. You're green. What does that mean? I mean, I guess it's a different entity that does inflict a status. It's poison. That's glorious. Oh, but not with every attack. Just with that. Ow. Oh, you're just... ow. Well, I guess it's time for the first medkit. I didn't react to that. Okay, what did we learn from that? There are status effect enemies in the game. Yay! Sometimes, if you see the haze that's already like in the Hollow Walkers have different colors, it does give you actually an idea of what kind of haze they will have in combat. I mean, I'm guessing that that is related, directly related. So that means as long as the fight hasn't started yet, you can actually make a good guess of like, is that an enemy that will be annoying? Is that an enemy you don't want to fight? Is it an enemy you have seen already and you know what they do? Or is it something completely new? I like that, and I hope that I could scan something here, but haha! As ordered by Lord Gabron III, we have come into the presence of this flute of restitution. After investigation, it indeed showed promising virtue. The Amine cast has been meticulously unbound, as was requested, and carried forth onto the crucible of the fifth forge for further study. I'm guessing this is the flute? Interesting. Most of that so far feels a bit like gibberish that will make sense once the lore is understood. Which just means we need to read more. Okay, let's just be honest. weird wacky thing that's actually kind of strange and partially creepy, with moss on it, so it's ancient. An interesting inscription that's like kind of strange, and what does it mean? And then you go into this also meticulously crafted staircase and graffiti. This just like breaks the entire feeling of this thing completely. But then again, like in our world, if we had things like this, let's just be honest, it would not be different. Like this just feels very realistic, actually. Oh, one of these where we need to insert things, but we don't have something to insert. Oh. Oh, we can rotate. Enlightenment. Mystery discovered. Probably just gonna tell us, like, hey. Yeah, it's just gonna tell us, hey, there is something you don't know. Oh, that's all we can do? But this makes it glow. This makes it glow. But that's not enough? Well, maybe one of you people can actually enlighten us. Haha, ha, ha. Never gonna do that again.
I still can't believe what happened. We were finally leaving Jova. This massive creature materialized ahead of us. Swatted the truck aside like a fly.
I'm guessing you're talking about big black blob. Big black blob of spikes and whatever.
We grabbed what we could, slogged through the marsh. The creatures were everywhere. What the hell are they? Rojo and I are the only two left. I'm almost out of metformin. I'm a goner without those pills. Even if I wasn't stuck in a goddamn swamp, sourcing medication in a war-torn country is next to impossible. What a disaster.
He has a point on that. Sometimes certain medications are hard to come by as is, but once, like, because of war times, it's like, well, now the border to the one country that actually delivers these things is closed. It's like, have fun! It's not fun. When the Ukrainian war started, I had a problem with my grandma where literally something that was produced in Ukraine just didn't get delivered anymore, and we had to somehow find something else, and we did, but it was definitely one of those moments of like, yeah, what do we do now? And even the doctor was like, find something else, and we're like, great, wonderful, that's cool. This is like important stuff to actually have people who need these medications, like, they need it to survive sometimes. What a disaster is not fully expressing it. This is... Oh, he really looks in pain. Ew. Sorry. But we don't have these pills, so we can't trade them to you yet.
How the hell did you find us? No, it doesn't matter. We were part of the peacekeeping mission assigned to Jova. When the order to pull out came in, I was so relieved.
I just wanted to make it, like, brighter, but, like, doesn't really work how I wanted to.
Our CO, Lieutenant Rue, convinced us to stay for a few days. I wanted out of this place so bad. And it didn't take much effort to convince the others to leave with me. And now we're stuck here. No way in hell I'm going back out there without support. I need a SATCOM radio to contact HQ. Damn it.
Okay, radio and pills.
How the hell did you find us? Our CO,
Okay,
now we're
just
stuck
repeat.
here.
That's good. We need keys for that, and I have. Can only rotate them like that. What does it do if we do this? Maybe we go back to the wonderful, wonderful thing up there. Nothing seems to have changed. No, the hole is also not glowing. Okay. Not something we can really do right now. That's okay. Even though I kind of want to, but... Once I figure out anything that mentions enlightenment, we're gonna be back here and try to solve that. Oh, that doesn't knock you back. You know, that's amazing. We have so many of these shards and I still don't know what to do with them. I said they are upgrade materials probably, and I mean so far I still think that. We don't have a way to use them. Also, I'm just realizing this is not the same island. We can go to an island there, but this is that island, not this one. Oh, there's even more stuff. There is an item to pick up, but we also saw that there is another one of those. Or at least we saw some of them lying. I thought I also saw someone already move, but no. We're gonna get out. Oh god. Definitely charge. It's just potentially maybe not the middle of a group of these things. It's another medkit. Nothing super important. I say that now, and at some point I will probably like have to use a lot of these because things will become difficult, and they will eat my words. So a lot of boats and stuff. Just completely abandoned in this. At first I was like, well, these are like trees down there, so parts of the swamp maybe have sunken, but they definitely did try to cross that. It just didn't seem to have worked well. I mean, it is a swamp. It could have also been that it worked at first, and at some point these wooden bridges didn't hold anymore because the ground sunk a bit more. Oh. No. I just want you. Okay, you both have... I have a feeling I can't pull you one by one. Oh, you're another duo. Okay, I kind of want you to stay back. can stagger them. A time loop guardian was killed. Again, what does that mean? We'll figure it out. But you can hit them while the haze is out to stagger them. Then they don't do anything, and once the haze is defeated, you get a critical on them. That's neat. That's nice. That makes them much less of a threat. Which again just emphasizes what I've been saying a lot now, that this isn't that difficult. And I'm still sitting here like, I'm gonna eat my words. Give this like 10 hours or something into this later, and I will hit something that I'm gonna be like, oh frick me, oh flip me sideways. And then be like, yeah, I deserve that, I challenge that. I wanna go over that, and then I wanna look at going into the town. But at first I want to visit Bob. I have accidentally named you Bob, so now you are Bob, the blob of... Okay, these rings are the same kind of weird ring things that we've seen on the Hollow Walkers. But also, you have spikes. And also the rings are like... not solid like I should stop talking Wi-Fi. But no, they are not just solid. They are moving and they are dissipating. Can you see them? Look at them. Perfect. What I wanted to say is, they are just, like you see them, they are just moving in and then poof, they go away at the top. They're not just a solid thing like they are in the Hollow Walker, so... I have a feeling I'm going to die, and I will embrace it. We cannot... Time loop. Acasa Marshes. Time loop discovered. Oh. There was not a time loop guardian though. Oh, but it has these interesting patterns on the floor. They're like waves. You're not as scary anymore. Also, does it mean you're not the creature that they just talked about? I expected you to be the creature that the two soldiers talked about. The big thing that like the truck. Apparently, you're just something else entirely. That's great. That's wonderful. That's yeah. What? Enter. I mean, that's kind of what I expected. But I'm not sure if that's what we instantly do. I think we're going to. Oh wait. The time is too dangerous to enter. I accidentally hit that. Good to know, though, that the game is like, nah, you're not doing that yet. You are not ready, young fella. I don't know why I said that. It just felt like it was expressing holy, what the frick was that? Amazing camera work. Okay, these green hazes are deadly. That was a lot of damage in very short time. I mean, I said it. I will eat my words. 2 Okay. So, I am guessing... Just when I want to be like, hey, I'm just guessing that is what the Time Loop Guardians are for. I probably have to kill all of them that are related to this thing to make it enterable, and then we have like potentially like an extra boss fight or something I expect. But then I see this, I'm like, there is no happiness here. That is... I'm gonna title a video that way at this point, like, Jesus, Jiminy Christmas. Why do we have to go this far? I mean, I guess this is a game that tries to go into some very heavy topics, so we have to go into the very heavy topics, but like, oh my god. Oh. Yeah. Oh. A child's plushy toy, caked with mud and dried blood, found under the oak tree in Acasa Marshes. That's a cute teddy. Love thy neighbor. Oh, good deed start. Yeah. Love thy neighbor and, yikes. That's just... I mean, yeah. For every catastrophe, no matter if it is like an actual catastrophe like an earthquake or a man-made one like war, children are probably the ones that suffer the most. They are the ones who just... I mean, they are the innocent ones. They haven't done anything to deserve this, but... And then also, like, if I'm, like... I'm assuming we're going to... Oh god, those are two greens. I'm assuming we're delivering this to a parent or something to be like, hey, we found this. That also is just horrible. Like, on one hand, I guess they know what happened now. They don't have to worry anymore, but on the other, it's just like... This is the one message you, like, never want to give to people. Like, telling someone a loved one died is just one of the most horrible things ever. I think I already mentioned it, like my grandma passed this year, and I'm like, yeah, I went through that to be like, hey, I gotta tell you something, family members. So that you all know this passed. It's not a nice experience, and that was literally an old woman who had a lot of illnesses, so we all were like prepared for it to happen and stuff. We were expecting that it would happen. But for children, it's just... You really are not just walking into answers. Guess we're gonna see more of that in this game. More horrifying things that just no one should really have to deal with. That was the island we started on. So we can go to a different place. And I remember there was something. It's just food and medkits. Just food. Okay, in war times, food very important. You might not get it, but still, gameplay-wise, it's not that interesting. There's an entire road here. Could we go over there? No, there's a fence, right, I remember. But we can go back. Okay. Oh, horsey. Not gonna say it again, I've said it often enough. But I think it is the perfect tagline for this game. And this is a road that doesn't lead anywhere. Okay. But even the dead ends have stuff to collect. It's not a soldier. Limbic Rod, neutral Y. Limbic Rod, sphereless. That's an interesting description, but also the image we see kind of has a sphere, or at least some ball-shaped thingy. But okay, designation Yankee, carved out of solidified limbic material, smoothed, angular surface for insertion into limbic lock mechanisms. Drone translation to the cover of the crystal lake of the mountain. Okay, a key for something that I'm not entirely sure, but maybe for the locks we've seen where you have to insert something that's square-shaped. This is somewhat square. Potentially. Second thing, carved from limbic material. Solidified. And I'm questioning, like, is that from, like, a Hollow Walker? Or did you carve it from something else? Potentially something we haven't seen yet, but we will see in a moment somewhere. Like, potentially when I go into the city, the town. Holy Abbey of Saint Pathum welcomes you under his gaze. Built 719 AD. Graffiti, Palomist filth. Oh! Yeah, I don't think you're gonna let us in.
There's nothing for you here. Head to Jova, if you can.
Oh.
I can't take this.
Okay. No, not okay. It just doesn't make it better. It doesn't make it better at all. It just means it's someone else's problem. Someone else's, like, terrible feeling of having their child, well, lost. Losing their child, not being able to do anything about it, now having to live with the realization of, like, yeah, it's done. You can't do anything anymore. It's too late. That looks like a way to go. This looks like an extra, so we're gonna go the extra first, but I want to check out the bridge first. Already, there's a lot of things that you can find, a lot of places to go to. No map. This is probably where some people are gonna criticize this game, and it's gonna be like super difficult that you need a guide to even find your way. Actually, I will not look up anything until I need to. Okay, we can go back there, so I'm willing to just take the plunge. Memorial ribbon. A simple purple ribbon with palomist iconography. Pilgrims of Palom always stand proud, never forget. Never forget what? Never forget to stand proud or something different? There's another of those, like... They called them like fingerprint holes. Again, this feels like, because this is here like an extra area, I'm gonna go around the abbey first. Maybe also around the car, because there could be potentially little things. No, okay, there's nothing. But yeah, I'm not even sure if I'm like going to react to all of the terrible things in this game, because it's sad to say, but there's so much already that I'm like, yo, this is a lot. This is a lot to take in, and I'm like, I'm not sure if I like will even have that much reaction after I play much of this. It is sad to say, but the more horrifying things you see, the more it also kind of numbs you. At one point it's like, it was so much that it's like, doesn't affect you anymore, and I'm already like, oh god, where will this go? Where will this end? Bronze Eye. An ancient, elegant, bronze-cast idol shaped like an eye. I would have said it looks like a key, but okay. Apparently that's not it. But yeah. I don't know. I don't know. This is really bleak. Oh my god, you look so young.
This place is off limits. I suggest you turn around.
Okay, maybe not.
The Abbey is closed. Official AAF business.
Do we know what that stands for? Right now I don't think so, but okay. Probably also...
Nope. Move along.
Okay. You?
Take a step back.
Okay, fine. I thought you looked young and I was actually like being like, oh god, oh no, in war times at all, but you're an ass. That is a rose, or another flower very similar. Okay, we need specific flower key for that. We don't have that. This does somewhat look like a flower, but not really. And even if it is different, it's very much different. But it has interesting symbols on it here. One of them is the neutral symbol. Wait. From here we have limbic sphere neutral. And this is ecstasy. Oh yeah, the other thing that we had was a glyph. We don't have it, but we have a glyph. Now, where the hell is that in our inventory? Apparently, right now, it doesn't exist. Okay. Back to the weird thing. It has two things. Two symbols, and it says it's sphereless. So can we potentially choose between one of those symbols, which are, I mean, from the symbols we have on weapons and equipment, which represent the spheres, can we like choose what sphere it belongs to? Not sure what that would do. Oh. Okay, all the good deeds. That's not even that many. All the things in the different places. And a time loop, Acasa Marshes. Which we couldn't enter yet. More things to the APC. Doesn't say anything about, like, hey, it doesn't say anything about the APC about, like, hey, you now may be hunted for this. But oh well. The time loop, question mark. Anomaly of unknown origin. Great. Not and the other characters are not in there yet. Patham Abbey. Religious structure built atop a rocky plateau adorned with gilded spheres and Sephiroth's watchful eye. Well, we can't do anything here yet. So onwards to the village. Then happier thoughts. Well, actually, I'm gonna go here first, but happier thoughts. Very much needed. Okay. First, death.
Obviously, you didn't die. Concentrate and start over.
Oh. So I am correct with we are telling this story, all of the things that happen. I mean, that was the obvious thing, but that's interesting that we have it like this of like, obviously you didn't die. Yeah, you're telling our stories in the can't. Okay, what is throwing me off here
Need to
is...
make more adjustments to the serum. Continue.
Oh. Ah, okay, that's the place, probably. No, what is throwing me off is the ranged attacks, actually. A little bit. Ranged stuff. And then we have this thing that just... Yeah, it's just the enemies from multiple sides. Which is what we have a drone for. bit difficult, but yeah, this is what we have the distraction ability for that I didn't use. And now I suffered for it. Oh. The fingerprint hole has a face. Do we have anything that tells us how we should use these? Do we have clues around here or anything? But yeah, so, I said the game is easy. It is if you take enemies one at a time. If you don't, well, you've seen what happens. Also, watch your stamina, which should be okay. Oh my god, that attack is just... kind of interested if you die often enough if you actually get something extra, but like... Also? Or you can just absolutely destroy things by parrying them. I'm gonna file that under growing pains of learning a new game and move on. But so, what I wanted to say, maybe we find out something if we die often enough. Maybe our interrogator gets angry at us. Could be. Newspaper clipping. A clipping from the Inquiring Eye newspaper found at Friggan's house in Acasa Marshes. Spoiler, we haven't spoken to that person yet. Long-time readers will know that I am no stranger to controversy. I put my neck on the line every single week to bring you, dear readers, the latest and wildest news they don't want you to hear. This week's incredible testimony comes by way of fellow truth-seeker Mr. Anton Kozina. Mr. Kozina, a resident of Skell, was partaking in his routine weekend hike through the Senedra forest. This time was anything but routine, however. While in the vicinity of the forest's famed fortress, he began to hear strange, unearthly noises from its direction. Despite knowing full well the penalties for trespassing near heritage site, Mr. Kozina was compelled to investigate. As he approached, the noises became louder and louder. Now at the base of the massive tower, and with no further answers to his quandary, he decided to climb. Up he went, several stories high before he came to a small opening, and lo, a horrifying sight. Picture. Which is the picture in the middle that is like the ranged enemies we've seen so far. Don't just take it from me, here is Mr. Kozina in his own words. When I peeked into that window, Zephyrus saved me. The hairs on my neck stood up. I nearly lost my grip. One thing's for sure, I'm staying the hell away from that place. There you have it, folks. Incontrovertible evidence that we are indeed being lied to by the powers that be. What is the mysterious creature? An alien? A mutant? An experiment gone wrong? What else is hidden in the hallowed halls of the haunted spire? Are you actually telling me he climbed the tower from outside and looked in? And then was very, very scared and just, like, climbed back down and was completely okay, just strolled away like nothing happened, to then do an interview for a newspaper article? I mean, okay, sure. That is definitely a story. A very questionable story, but sure. Stranger things have happened. Hello.
They were coming. The demons. All in the cards, see? I watched them like a hawk. What's going on to the south? Who knows? All connected. Got to find the pattern. Been taking notes, pictures, cataloging. All on the wall there. Can't leave, though. Can't leave. Government dogs waiting in the weeds. Want my research. Need a zoom lens. Yes, staying right here. Need close-ups for the wall.
Okay, so we find you a better lens and you share insights with us. What do you have? Hollow walkers? And I think the left picture is the haze. Connected to one, yeah, it took a moment, but yeah, there's a hollow walker in the middle also. He's observing the demons.
Need to finish research. Soon! No.
You
Don't
also
need
don't
it.
want it? You don't need it, okay. If you're actually only staying there, how did you even, like, through all of that, get these photos? Maybe he got them before and now he's staying away. Also says the government wants his research. Which I think is more like potentially him being a little paranoid, but also with all of these special soldiers we've seen their corpses around. Maybe he's onto something. Maybe they are not telling everything and they want certain things. That was not early enough. That was... It felt too early, but the game said, nah, that's fine. Parries feel off a bit, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, the weapon description says that this is not a, like, fast parry. So potentially that's my issue with that. Also, I just realized this is an entire, like, extra area. Like, I was like, I'm just gonna stroll around here a bit, and then we're going to go to the big, cool village. No, we're not. Like, I'm walking away from the village, far away, and just looking at this, there's more things that I haven't done. There's still moving things there. Like, there is so much more. Goodness. I'm not sure if this stuff is out here, if this is still good, but sure, we're gonna trust you. You know better, game. had your bar recharged, but you didn't just instantly become invulnerable. So it doesn't just happen instantly. If you can stagger them and stuff, you still get a chance to finish them off. I think the water will cut this off, I hope, because, like, there's so many areas now. And an entire artillery position. Another one of these, which we can maybe not look at to read. Yeah. Don't want to fall down the side. Actually, I don't think that's gonna be too much fall damage. Okay, no, we can't. Nothing to read here. It's multiple of them though, so maybe one of the other two? AAF orders bombardment. Decoded AAF communique ordering the shelling of Joa. Found in an artillery camp, Acasa Marshes. Decoded orders below. Asterian armed forces. We now know what AAF means, but they have not been mentioned. Like in other... No, actually no. The entire conflict so far has not really mentioned them, so that's another opposing force. That's interesting. Okay, Asterian Armed Forces High Command. 2. AAF 2nd Artillery. Objectives. 1. Establish artillery camp. Identify elevated, easily defensible position. Fortify and deploy camp. 2. Commence shelling. Target town of Jova. Weaken defensive positions. Leave as much infrastructure intact as possible. Sabinian migrants will be settled here. Inhabitants are expendable. 6th Battalion will arrive in 72 hours' time to secure the town. Okay. Like, that's interesting. Like, they say Sabinian migrants, so they are not necessarily Sabinians, the AAF, but they are their allies? Uh-oh. It will make sense at some point. At some point we know exactly who is with who, against what, and also what the entities have to do here. Yes, we got to read. This is the second promising fleet of restitution, identified by Lord Gabron III. Yet woe be upon us, for after careful inspection, the Emine cast was found naught but dust upon the wind. Still, we have gathered what little fragments of knowledge we could and we make towards the 5th Limbic Forge. Why specifically the 5th? Are the others just too far away? Are they destroyed? No matter. Don't really have something to do with them yet. Okay, there's another save point at another entry. Yeah, and this is cut off. I don't think we can cross this, so we're just gonna... I'm just gonna try to clear out this area a little bit. God damn it, this does not look like it's a dead end. Ooh, Limbic pole arm. That's an interesting design for an axe. Has the same, like, neutral limbic sphere. Also new drone module, Whirlwind. It's also a tab, no lock-on, long cooldown, but also some okay damage per hit, and if it says Whirlwind, I guess it can hit multiple times. Unit spins the user. An extended weapon will cause extensive damage to proximate limbic entities. That is not how we do equipment. Oh no, not that one. We're gonna take this one. So we are... And we can move during it. That was actually somewhat long, like, holy. I mean, if that actually does good damage, that could be devastating. Then switching weapons to... what I expected to be somewhat slow, but... no? Hey... That is fast. I expected this to be more like a big axe or something, but no. That is like... especially those... like, holy crap. That second hit is so fast. Okay. I'm gonna test it out for a bit. Potentially regretting that. We will know. Okay. Perfect. That is not even a joke, because I wanted to do one thing and then wanted to do the other thing. And I inputted... I don't know. I pressed the buttons very, very quickly one after another. And the game completely queued. I already know some people are gonna be like, oh no, action. That might be very bad. A lot of people might be like, oh, that's cool to know. That's useful. I haven't seen your, like, charge attack. Oh, it has, like, 3 Another Time Guardian. Can you identify them in some way? Because they just seem normal so far. But yeah, like... that was completely cute. Like, I pressed that charge before the enemy even attacked me. And number one, the charge did not get interrupted, which that's good to know, but also I hadn't even fully, like, finished the other drone action before I pressed it. And it still went through. Like, that is some real heavy queuing. Which again, some people will be like, oh god, I hate that, and some people will be like, that's useful, we can do things in advance. That could be cool, so we don't have to like wait until certain actions are done, we can do it already before. That's nice. It is very good to know. It's also very good to know that yes, indeed, we can absolutely not swim even for a moment. Are they all connected? So it's like one haze for like 4? Oh, holy bejeebus. That is, how about we don't go after you and we go after you? I wanna test... Another thing that you may not notice that much Getting hit staggers you, stuns you in place. Like I can't for multiple seconds afterwards. Give me this. More kind of range enemies are an issue. Okay, and I was greedy to maybe not use another medkit. But I also actually wanted to really force this. Because so far again, like, taking enemies one by one isn't that bad, but this is 4 plus the haze. This is a lot of them. Also wanted to know, like, it doesn't look like it. No, they all seem to be still there, even though we did kill one of them, but no, we have to kill the entire limbic entity so that it doesn't respawn. All of that, in my honest opinion, is good to know. This may have been a bit problematic and questionable, but honestly, for the most part, just good to know. Getting hit is really bad in these group fights. It will just like directly not even the attack themselves, like, literally just no? This is a learner.
Okay. Start over.
This is the learning experience that needs to be, because this is not going to be the last time this happens, so we need to figure out how to handle this. We can eliminate one, but I'm like, the 2 ranged enemies annoy me the most. But also the range attacks that this thing I think shoots are also ridiculously annoying. So I'm like, what do I go for here? Okay, the drone abilities seem to have potentially a delay. Maybe also directly able to doing stuff. Yeah, now they're like all like now next to me. What do I do? was the thing we ran to, right? Yeah, okay. Well, time to really learn how to deal with this. Okay. What did we learn? Number one, I was too greedy. Definitely, I was trying to just get one more hit in sometimes and like, no, don't. That doesn't fully work. Take your time, take it slow. Also, just as I was nearly dead in that fight and now I'm full health again. Like, the healing pulse will just save you. It's another one of these that we can't use, except we can? Pushed out. Okay, we need rods with the right symbols. Rods that do the right things. Okay. Which means we need to find a way to, like, I don't know, imprint the rod with the right limbic sphere. Because that's what the symbols stand for. But yeah, back to the fight. It is very much a bombardment of all sides. If you get caught in some of those attacks, the range attack, they stagger you for like a whole second. You can't move. And then the next thing will hit you. You can just completely be bombarded and you will be easily hit. The drone can like stun one person, but that's one. If you have a fight that's like 5 of them at once, well, it was 4 plus the haze, so like not entirely 5, I guess. I don't know. That is like, really, you have to take your time and be careful with the attacks of the enemies. But also, they are not giving you the most good attack opportunities. Like, every time the haze dies, it comes back very quickly, and the enemies, they don't stop attacking you. They don't get stunned because of that. You have to kind of stun them before them to have a chance. This is... so far I'm like... the last attempt was better, but not good. It was just we did it this time. It wasn't really a, oh, I figured it out, this is how you do it, this is easy. It's like, nope. And now I've learned a little, but I haven't like learned the whole thing. So it can stun you. That's pretty I just got a trophy that says defeat hazes of tier 1. Yay! I mean, we definitely know that there are going to be more difficult enemies in the future. But yay! Oh. Oh! We have to hit all of them. Be quick. Did we miss one? It's 1, 2. Don't see anything here, so 3, 4. Do we have to hit them in the right order? But it doesn't seem to be something indicating an order. Well, maybe there is. Stop glowing. Please. It doesn't. So it may be an order. But what does indicate the order? So far, they're all still glowing. And now they stop. Is that a symbol in the tree that's a clue, or is that something else? It's just a poorly positioned thing. They all seem to have that symbol. Those weird, potentially... I don't know. Looks a bit like maybe smoke. Huh. I don't think I have a solution to this right now. And I also don't know what the solution could be. One last idea. Oh, I wanted to now hit the door with it, but why is that the correct order? Why is that the correct order? What indicates that? Why are you the first? What is the indicator? Now they don't stop glowing. Is there anything on the floor that indicates that? Well, I do have a recording, so maybe I'll figure it out later. But it... Huh. That is a different symbol than at the other ones. Big sword. Okay. Let's go left to right, one after another. Full Guard Field Armory. belonging to the unwavering 4th detachment of the Iris of Rage. That's... I'm not sure you wanna be called that of like, yes, we are part of the Iris of Rage. That does not sound nice or positive. Letter, proud father. A letter from a father to his teenaged boy undergoing vigil training, found in the vigil training ground in Acasa Marshes. Dear Eric, I am pleased to learn that your training is progressing well. Master Vitalis is challenging and stern but always fair. He demands the best of his students and you will learn a great deal under his tutelage. Remember that combat is not everything. A warrior's mind must be as sharp as his weapon. Be diligent in your efforts. Whatever comes of this, know that you have a proud father. And we got a great sword. Yay! I look at the numbers, I see greatsword, and I'm like, yes! I'm like, I will regret this. Literally, the combat just before that has proven that this is not the right idea, but I will test it anyway. Wrapped candle. Thick candle wrapped in waxed paper. It bears candle and book emblem. Ha! No idea what that's for yet. Brooch of Terror, Dreadful Verve. That's a cool name, but like, what the frick? Stamina regen bonus, the same damage absorption and endurance bonus we have in the others. Remaining undamaged will increase your stamina regeneration. Cool. But I have proven so far that I probably will not be able to remain undamaged. That's not happening. And a rage suppressor, weak. Wait, what? Rage protection 50%. Temporarily reduce rage damage. What is that about? Oh yeah, we can only have 2. It's a usable item. What is rage damage? Huh. Well then, I will regret this. That's not as slow as I expected. Oh my god, look at how much limbic energy that takes. Okay. Yeah, we will test this. Do I have to find like multiple places and I have to do this with every single one of them to do something? Or we will find something at some point that will tell us what to do and we will come back. I'm still not sure why this worked. But like, holy damage. Holy big thing. And we have to get back over there. Have we done everything here? No, we haven't. There's the entire tunnel section. Oh god. And we had another section before that over there too. Oh my god. We haven't even been to the village yet. This is going to be glorious and very slow. Yeah, no, we can't go there. I just wanted to check. Okay, dear tunnel of unknown, well, probably human origin, very simple and very normal. Still, dear tunnel of definitely very human design, please be in dead end. That is a lot of extra lights. as expected, I guess. I want to test this. I want to test this so badly. Okay, I had expected this to have a bit more AoE. I'm gonna be honest, that was underwhelming. Wasn't necessarily the full damage I expected, but definitely has the range. Oh, they can dodge. Which they have done the entire time, but like, never have they dodged something that's like this big of a charge out that feels this to always. Oh my god, all of the items. Staggered from this thing. Gonna be honest, I love great swords. But compared to a lot of other games, this feels a bit underwhelming right now. Then again, it is not leveled like the sword I used before. Maybe this is not the greatest one. Maybe we need some upgrades or other things.
Help! Over here! In the maintenance room!
Have patience, I have a thing to fight.
Hey! Help! Over here! In the maintenance room!
Yes, yes, yes. You don't look so good.
Thanks for the help. Wait, that necklace. You must be one of his friends.
Our father?
Who are you?
I'm Victor Gaz. I left Jova to look for my mentor Vitalis. My ears are still ringing from that damn explosion. The trucks must have driven over a mine or something.
Okay, so potentially you might even be the boy we just heard of in that one thing we read in the armory where we picked up the sword.
I pulled Lieutenant Rue out just in time. We're the only survivors. The explosion must have attracted the creatures. We hid in here until I could figure out a way back to Jova.
Who is Vitalis?
Vitalis is the blacksmith of Jova. I've been his apprentice for many years. I was an idiot to think I could go look for him. Recently, some agents came for him. You know, black suits, shades. Let's just say they didn't seem like the type to fuck around. Listen, maybe we could help each other. Take the key to Vitalis' home. I found a locked door in the basement, but couldn't figure out how to open it. Maybe you'll have better luck than I did. I'll come join you later. I need to make sure the lieutenant can make it back to Jova. I'll find a way to avoid the creatures.
Well, most of them are dead, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Still, Vitalis is a blacksmith, and we got a key for Vitalis' house in Jova, obtained from Victor in Acasa Marshes. We have a key. That's cool. But Vitalis is the blacksmith. Our father is the blacksmith, and he right now, Victor just said like, oh, the necklace, you're one of his friends, so probably meaning the blacksmith?
Where's Vitalis' home?
The house is right in front of the forge in the northeastern part of Jova. You can't miss it. There's a blue swing in the tree next to the house.
Do you know what these weapons are?
Not here. We'll talk about it later when we get back to Jova.
So you do? Interesting. Also the forge that just was mentioned, maybe the fifth forge that we have learned about from the flutes. I just realized what I said, and I'm like, yes, video games. Never ever doubt the absurdity of words you will say if you try to describe video game stuff. One of the reasons why I play them, because it's hilarious sometimes. If you don't know what's going on, it's just like, that is word salad. What the hell is that?
You know anything about this necklace?
We can talk about the necklace when we get back to Jova.
Oh. Okay, fine. We learned a good chunk of stuff from you. Of what our father may potentially be involved with. Do you want
I have no use for this.
Yeah, I didn't think so. But I have tried it on everyone else, so I will try it on you as well. But yeah, this definitely looks pretty bad. On convoy, known location updated. What do you mean, known location? There it is. Victor Gas thinks it must have drove over a mine. I found the wreckage of an ON convoy inside the tunnel. White military trucks with the Organized Nations logo on them. The wreckage indicates signs of an IED explosion. Okay. Vitalis is home. It might contain clue on Vitalis' whereabouts. Victor gave me a key to unlock the front door. It's the house right in front of the forge in Northeast Jova. There is a locked door in the basement that Victor couldn't open. There's a blue swing attached to the tree next to it. And it is connected to Vitalis. Was not on the ON convoy, but is no longer in Acasa Marshes. Could Vitalis be my father? That is what I right now think. Potentially. Victor Gas gave me the key to Vitalis' home, and I suggested I investigate inside. Agent dressed in black were looking for him. Vitalis is the blacksmith. But yeah, since this is what normally is the father, because the description, I don't remember what he looks like, I think that partially could even confirm that, yeah, probably it is. And the village of Jova was updated with, my father is no longer in Jova. For our heirloom, Victor Gas knows about my necklace and will tell me more about it back in Jova. Same with the weapons, and he is an important character. Found him inside the tunnel in the Acasa Marshes. He's an apprentice blacksmith working under Vitalis' tutelage. He's worried about Vitalis and he's looking for him. Gave me the key to the home. Investigate the door in the basement. Knows something about the weapons. Knows something about my necklace. Can we actually talk to... No. He is moving, but he's not talking. Interesting. Yeah, guys. We're gonna try to run around, clean up the last bits of things I can find. Then head to the village, and I might stop there. Even though that's like the most interesting part, but it's like, gee, Jiminy Christmas, this was so much bigger than I expected. This entire area. Which is not a bad thing. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying like, oh, please stop, don't be as big, but I'm like, I just hope that some of these things will just kind of, you know, end. Looking about end, where was that other thing that we found? The other place that was going away? Was it there? No. Was it? No. That's back to the Abbey. Was have this here still? I still have no clue how we're supposed to turn these. It moves us with him. Like these symbols, they mean something. But I don't have any information on that right now, and I don't want to just brute force it. On one hand, it takes some time, but on the other, that's just not how you're supposed to do it. At least for the first playthrough, I want to actually engage with the puzzles and mysteries and figure stuff out. Hello. Oh, what the frick are you doing? Okay, this thing takes stamina, good lord. God, that is having some money. Okay, I don't know what you did, but I'm expecting the weird thing you summoned is just like a damage aura. Like, don't go in there, it probably is bad for you. But yeah, the sword is... I wanna like it, because it's a great sword, but I'm like... I do think that I don't like the stamina consumption. Or just how little impact those swings seem to have. Okay, I'm gonna look around where that place was that I can't find right now, and then we're gonna be back, I guess. Because I wanna explore it. Don't wanna just not do that. But again, I don't remember where it was. Oh. Another limbic rod. I was just looking around and trying to find the place that I wanted to find, and I don't think it exists. I think one of the roads we already were on is it. So I just looked around for the little things. We're next to the great, wonderful tree of happiness. Ever shall this house stand as a proud bastion of the traditionalist cause. My father died upon the plains of Visa, and when boyhood is but a shadow behind me, I shall bear my sword to the throats of the wretched reformists. Reformists? Who could you talking about there? But yeah, I think I'm giving up on trying to find the place where I thought I didn't have gone, because I think I actually did already go there. Yeah, that probably does not work. No. Obviously. Okay. Car key. Back to the rod. This one has this one of the symbols that we want. It still says it's sphereless, so does it work? Have to go back there and try, I guess. Which I will do. Yay. But first, let's check out this place. Oh god, you're green. Oh, you can just block the poison attack. That's good. Oh. That attack does not just through your head, but also gets through your skin. It's really just yet. Okay, I'm getting better at this. Also better at using this slow weapon. I just realized this is an entire island to the side that we haven't been to yet. Oh my god. Okay, nope, doesn't pause. We're gonna read that in a moment. I just wanted to know if I could potentially cheese it in the games. So can I please read my lyrics? But no, alas, that is not happening. And funnily enough, you can't trade hits as well with this thing than with the smaller sword, which a lot of other games it would be the other way around. But just because this is so slow, it just doesn't allow you to do it that well. Probably losing more health doing that than what you can do. Which again, it's not how it is with the smaller sword. That feels a bit weird. Okay, let's find it. I'm pretty sure it was this. Notebook. Symbol research. It has taken years, many long, arduous years of research. I must have scoured the entire Zeal database by now. I finally have what I think is the key to the mysterious enigma I uncovered all those years ago. A total of 5 symbols must be aligned to open the doorway. These ancient symbols are spread throughout the Acasa Marshes, even if their locations and method of activations are unknown. I was still able to piece together the proper sequence. Dotted U-scape, solid light bulb, dotted cartwheel, solid and dotted V-shape, solid eye. The order in which the symbols are activated appears to be irrelevant. All of this is, of course, purely theoretical. Tomorrow I will set off in search of concrete evidence. I will start with the doorway itself, located, if my research is correct, beneath the town of Jowa. I have not received official approbation to pursue this, but I'm confident that OMSIF command will change their minds once I can demonstrate results. Do we have seen any of these symbols? Okay, some of the description might not be perfect, but I'm not entirely sure I have. I was going to say maybe that blue up there, but now that also doesn't look like one of them. But okay, something to look out for, but the thing underneath, could that potentially be something we find when we open the door in the basement? Or maybe that is the door in the basement that we have to open by finding all of those symbols. We can't go in there right now. Are you spewing water? Okay, oh. Oh. We don't have a code for this. So we have to come back later. God damn it. Is there another island we can get to? Actually, doesn't look like it. Okay, more entrances to this, to the town of Jova. Is it Jowa or Jova? I think it's Jowa. Jova. Flip me sideways. Why is that such a difficult word? That's actually probably going to be annoying at some point. Well, I think most things have been done on the outside. This is what I mean when I said like trading is difficult. It doesn't seem like they actually like get really negatively impacted for long. Your attacks don't have as much impact as you expect it should to have. Are you gonna come here? Guessing we can't go in here. Wait, we can't even talk to you? Really? Come on, you can shout up there and be like, hey! Maybe it removes some of those boxes, please? No? Also, why does the greatsword jitter this much if you, like, just walk normally? I'm just holding forward. Look at that. This is weird. Like, that's really weird. You would have think that that comes up in testing. Maybe it's supposed to jitter this much. No, it doesn't do that much, huh? Ooh! A map of Acasa Marshes. A map of Jova and the surrounding area with the route drawn by hand, found at the ON headquarters in Jova. We know where the Abbey is, so we can figure out where they are trying to go. But it could also be that this is the convoy we found in the tunnel. Onamha, Outpost 75, ON. Letter, staying behind. A letter from ON General Romero addressed to Lieutenant Zhao Ru, found at ON headquarters in Jova, Acasa Marshes. Lieutenant Zhao Ru, I understand your commitment to the people of Haidea, but the evac window is closing fast. The entire country will be declared a no-fly zone shortly. Any aircraft in flight without clearance will be shot down. Leaving Haidea will be next to impossible after this. I hope you know what you are doing. I have also decided to stay and help as many people as possible. If you decide to leave I can't decide how to pronounce it. I don't know. If you decide to leave this town, know that you are welcome in Lefe. From here on out, we are on our own. Godspeed, General Romeo. ON Command, Lefe. Huh. I mean, there was a chopper just before, so the no-fly zone, I'm not buying that right now. That seems to be not completely perfectly actually in place. And we have finally found our way back to the entrance. I say and then realize this is a different entrance. Goodness gracious. No, is it? No, it isn't, right? This is where I first started my detour. Yes, I went there first and all that. And I didn't really go up. Yes. And I wanted to inspect Bob first. Yes. Okay, I think we made it the entire way around. And I also think that this is where I'm going to stop for now. We have an entire, or at least what's left of a town to explore. Mysteries to solve. A door underground that potentially needs me to go and round the entire place again. We have a potential time loop. I don't know. How do we know when we can enter it? I'm just gonna assume, since the game tells us when we defeat the time loop guardians, that it will also tell us like, hey, you can now actually access this. You have done everything you need. At least that would be neat. Otherwise we have to like come back here every like few hours of game time and be like, can we now do this? But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. That is what it is. Hope you have a nice day and enjoy. Until next time.